Hey everybody, Mark from Circle of Dark Mother. Today we're going to do a book review of The Case for Lilith by Mark Wayne Biggs. When I first saw this book, I assumed I'd love it because I believed it to be a treatise on why to believe Lilith exists. The book does try to prove her existence, but only in the context of her as the ultimate evil whose motive is to destroy mankind. The Case for Lilith also proposes that there are offspring of Lilith still living in the world and that they're here to cause great evil and destruction. The book starts with some really good and strong history of Lilith and her myth. But where I start to struggle is in the exegesis of biblical passages that follow. My first concern is that Mr. Biggs proposes that Lucifer created Lilith. Lucifer was a Greco-Roman deity called the Lightbringer, who was associated with the morning star or Venus before sunrise. Aphrodite was associated with the evening star or Venus after sunset. Lucifer is never part of the Judaic tradition or myth. His entry into the Judeo-Christian tradition was when the Latin version of the Old Testament was translated to English. Instead of translating the Latin for morning star, um, they let into English, they left it as the name Lucifer, and thus Lucifer became the devil. In Judaism, Satan means accuser and is a role instead of a specific entity. The closest entity to the devil is Samiel, the poison of God, but even he is an archangel who follows God's will. The entry of the idea of an evil opponent to God doesn't happen until Christianity spreads into Asia Minor and brought Zoroastrianism, dualism, into religion, with a God of good and a God of evil. My second issue is that the same Hebrew words and phrases are used in the case for Lilith with different meanings, which is contrary to how interpretation of scripture is supposed to work from a theologic perspective. For me, I'm glad I read and bought a copy of The Case for Lilith because I try to acquire every book I can on her. I also love to read other interpretations, even if I disagree with them, because it gives me new insights. However, I can't recommend this book for everyone who loves Lilith, unless they would like to read what her detractors believe about her. Thanks. Hopefully that was helpful. Talk to you later.